Day 9, and woke up to a thunderstorm. So hiding out in the tent. Don't really have much internet, so I can't really tell if how long this is going to last. Hopefully not too long. If it's short enough, we'll just stay in our tents and wait it out. If it's too long, we're going to just have to deal with it. But yeah, it's the start of day 9.
Coffee time.
So it was a bit non-conventional, but that vine worked perfect to hang our bear bags. All of us hung them from the same vine. It worked out well. All right, starting out day 9 into the misty morning. I think the storm has passed. We're packed up and we're rocking and rolling. I said the highlighter yesterday was the coolest part of the night when the coyotes came in. There's quite a sizable pack of them, I guess, because they made quite the noise. It was eerie and yet beautiful. I tell you, I thought it was a cool thing. I'll play a little bit of it for you, and yeah, you can hear it. So it went on for a while. At one point I finally decided I better grab my phone and record it because it was so interesting. But at first I just laid there for a few minutes just wondering first what it was, and then just kind of marveling at it. So yeah, best moment of the day. So yesterday was a hard day. Really struggled. Mentally, I felt like I could just keep going and pushing myself, but my body was kind of breaking down. And you can even see my leg start bruising, just, I don't know, because the socks ended up acting like compressions on my legs. And I want to shout out to Buzz because he recognized I was dying and offered to help me do everything, and boil the water for my dinner, etc. I mean, that was really nice of him, but really kind of cool that he recognized that I was struggling at that point. So today will be a short day, or a shorter day. It's maybe around 7 miles. Still quite a bit of good point in elevation, but not like anything like the last 2 days. So we'll be able to take the afternoon off and do not quite a Nero, but a little bit of a Nero, and rest up before we hit it again. It's cool this morning, which is nice. Yesterday was very hot. It was when you hit exposed sun, it was brutal. Yeah, I kind of went into the trail thinking that, well, there's not much exposed sun. That's what people tell me. No, really, we aren't quite leafing out yet on most of the trees, so there's that. But there certainly is parts of the trail that are exposed, and like my fail was not bringing the sunscreen and having coverings for my hands. So my hands are pretty recovered now from the summer now that I got gloves on, and so that's good. But yeah, that's one thing I've learned. Even if you don't get a lot of sun, you do get sun. This is one of my favorite moments on the trail. After we start walking, and the first 100 yards kind of hurts a little bit, and then it kind of, you settle in and now you feel good. But sun's starting to break through. You see the shadows being cast, the mist and the clouds. You get a smell of from the rain, all the wet leaves and pine needles and ground. The birds are just chirping up a storm, and but everything is very still. I don't see any people, nobody over behind me. Buzz is, as usual, way in front. He waits for me. His pace is quite different than mine. Even when we're both not tired, I take smaller steps. And yeah, it's just a great, you go through moments on the trail that, well, suck. you go through moments that are you just endure, and then you have moments like this. So yeah, I really like it. Just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, all that are watching, thank you. It's surprising to me how motivating it is. It helps to know that you have kind of people that are just care enough to watch. You know, it's kind of supporting and motivating you to keep going. So thanks. So we made it to the top of Kelly Knob. 810 feet up. Now the rest of the climbs are going to be easier. That was a bit of a tough one. So yeah, time to descend. So as we mentioned this morning, we woke up to a pretty big thunderstorm. I mean, there's lightning and everything. And then I felt like I needed maybe think about having a business meeting. And as I mentioned, we're at an unofficial tent site, so there's no privies. And we have yet to have had the opportunity or need to dig a cat hole and do our business in the woods. But then my body said, yeah, no, all systems are go. You need to deal with this. So unfortunately, it was in the rain. So I had to throw on my camp shoes and quick rain jacket. Made my way out in the woods to dig a hole. So the good news, it all went well. Felt a little bit like at the end of it in the rain, standing up like the Tim Robbins character, Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption movie. Yeah, but yeah, that was our first cat hole experience. I'm guessing there are going to be more. I mean, it was no big deal. You know, a lot of people get kind of anxious about this idea. And, I mean, obviously it would have been easier if it wasn't raining. But it is what it is, kind of nature's bidet, I guess. Talk to you later. Alright, we're still climbing. This is our second biggest climb of the day, Mount Powell. And I'm dying, but still moving, even if slowly. Oh look, a nice little water source. This vine's all cattywampus. So we just climbed over part of Mount Powell. I think we still a little bit, another summit to come. So that would be what we often call a false summit. But we're on the other side of the ridge. And on this side of the ridge is the sunny side. You just feel a drastic change in temperature from the other side. Oh well. All right, this is a blue blaze at the top of Powell Mountain. It goes to a vista. Now, sometimes you're gonna look at blue blazes and go like, what the hell, why would I walk extra? But I don't know, we'll see how long it is. I don't think it's too long. And it's supposed to be pretty cool. So we'll see. Here's your blue blaze. Oh dear God, I hope this is worth it. Alright, we've reached the end of the blue blaze. This is the vista that they were talking about. And you can see a long ways. I don't know what lake that is. There's a big lake over there on the top of that, over the top of that first mountain range. And yeah, pretty cool. I gotta hike back. Oh well. Alright. This is our last push. A little bit of a climb up. And then it's just all downhill to Dix Creek Gap, which I can't wait. Unfortunately, I got a bit of work to do, so I can get where I can get my laptop set up. knock out a few little things. Not a lot, but obviously I think it'd be nice to be able to hike without having to work or do stuff, but yeah, it is what it is. So we'll get it done. Maybe edit some videos if I have time. And yeah, I think I'm on schedule with videos though. I'm pretty happy about that. Basically a week delay, which gives me a buffer to find places I can upload and do all that stuff. So we just hiked that blue blaze off to the vista. You know, each one of these blue blazes you have to kind of question, you know, it adds more to your hike. Do you really want to do that? And I think that first one we did with the waterfalls was definitely a must-do. I can't imagine not doing that. This one was okay. Yeah, I enjoyed the view. Cool. Maybe if I wasn't as tired as I am, I'd feel it was much more worth it. But it was cool. So we ran into an Appalachian Trail ambassador. I think it's our first one we met. It was pretty cool. He had a cool dog. And yeah, so he gave us some advice. And he was talking about, you know, various things having to do with what's going to come up for us after Dick's Creek Gap. He also highly recommended, we take a 0 on Sunday because the weather is going to be bad. So, I don't know, we'll take a look at it, make a decision. I definitely feel like my body could use a 0 at this point. I mean, I think it would help. But I also want to try to stay on schedule, at least up through Hot Springs, because taking a day off kind of messes up the plan. But, you know, we're not strictly adhering to the plan. We are adaptable. And so we'll see. We'll think more about this. I still think these green tunnels are just so darn cool. I guess they're made from sometimes different plants. You know, we've seen the ones with the rhododendrons, and then whatever these, I call them ficus looking plants. I don't know what they are, but I just find that also the roots on these things just really is almost to me like art. It's very cool. They remind me a bit, not 100%, but a little bit of the manzanita out in where I'm from in Southern California, especially out towards the deserts. We're doing our final descent. Really nice day out, and a nice breeze, keeping it cool. And yeah, we're about a little over a mile down to Dick's Creek Gap, and we'll be done for the day as far as hiking. We're almost down off the mountain. We're walking by this creek, and saw this little bench that someone bothered to put here so someone could just sit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Coming into Dick's Creek Gap. Little 6-mile hike today from Sassafrass. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good.
Crap.
Oh,